2 U.S. astronauts on board the SpaceX Dragon capsule are settling in at the International Space Station. The capsule carrying Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken docked on Sunday, 19 hours after blasting off from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. It's important because it's the first time in history a privately owned spacecraft has carried astronauts to the orbiting lab.
It's obviously been our honor to be just a small part of this. We have to give credit to SpaceX, the Commercial Crew Program, and of course NASA. It's great to get the United States back in the crewed launch business, and we're just really glad to be on board this magnificent complex.
I'm now joined by Per Wemmer, who is in London for us. And as you can see, he is a future astronaut, and he's had all the training and is waiting to go to space with a commercial flight. Thanks so much for coming on the program. First of all, how did you feel when you saw that successful launch and docking?
I was so excited. I mean, I felt it so deeply inside. I mean, there's just a release of joy and excitement and happiness for the whole space community. And I can only imagine how Elon Musk must have felt. I mean, you could see it from his reaction on the ground that having worked 18 years to get to this stage, I mean, he was so emotional, and so were we all, but generally very, very excited. This is a very big achievement, a very significant milestone in terms of private access to space. It's the first time, like you said, that a commercial enterprise brings U.S. NASA astronauts up to the International Space Station. A really big achievement. And
it's a huge achievement. And how close are we non-astronauts to experiencing space travel? And what does it mean in general for the future of space travel?
Well, this certainly is a big vindication that private access to space is now coming to a country near you. So it's definitely opening up. It's been validated. In the future, it will be possible to have extra seats on board the Falcon 9. When NASA flies, there's normally 4 seats reserved for NASA astronauts. But in general, the Dragon crew capsule can actually have 7 astronauts on board. So commercial seats will become available, and you will be able to fly into space, as you will on other vehicles, such as Virgin Galactic, Richard Branson's project, or indeed Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos' project. So space is definitely becoming a lot more accessible. And the good news here is that the launch we saw on Saturday was picture perfect. And Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken have said it was a smooth and the ride went completely according to plan. It was exactly like it was in the simulators. And they even had a little manual override at some point just to test it out or take it for a spin, like Doug Hurley said. And he said it was fantastic to do it. It acted exactly like in the simulator.
Per, we all want to know, when are you going to space?
I'm hoping to head off, hopefully by the end of next year, would be my personal target. We still have some test flights to do, so it's subject to that. Safety is paramount. Safety comes first. So depending on how that goes, hopefully I'll be joining the other astronauts up in space by the end of next year. So see you there.
And we will be covering that and keeping a close eye on you, Per. Thank you so much, and wish you the best of luck with your training. Great to have you on the program, Per Wemmer. Great to speak to an astronaut too. And thank you for your time here on the NewsHour. That is a wrap from me, Maria Ramos. My colleague Andrea Sankey is up next. See you tomorrow.